It's kind of interesting. Talk a little Colt McCoy. He was, falling, and the next thing you know, the Cleveland Browns said, "Hey, we need a quarterback, and this guy is available, and we don't really have to give up anything to get him." So they go ahead and take him, and now they have a good young quarterback who some were questioning, early second, maybe late first, and he just fell and fell and fell, and Cleveland just, kind of saw, hey, he's there, let's take him. So they got a new quarterback out there in Cleveland, and they've got a lot of quarterbacks on the roster they just brought in, so it's definitely a competition.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a draft deception move with Holmgren saying he's not interested in McCoy, but I'm sure he was interested at the right price. In these days, you see a lot of GMs are getting smarter, and they're not trying to take a quarterback in the first round. They don't want to pay the first round money. And for these two guys, like we said just previously, um, Clausen and then now McCoy falling into this later rounds and getting him for cheap. And then now, in this situation, he's got two quarterbacks. It's not like I mean, they're not studs. So he can actually come, learn, compete, and they're going to implement that West Coast offense. And, could be the next Jeff Garcia. You never know.
Yeah.
Um, and he's a winner. So, I mean, the guy's won more games than anyone the last couple of years. So that's a great pickup, man. I think they did reach for running back, though. Cleveland, they got some depth at running back. Um,
Well, I'm going to disagree with you there. I really like Hardesty. I think he's a three-down back in the NFL, and he dominated at times in Tennessee. And I think that was a great pickup. I was actually happy to see him take him.
yeah,
He could be the bell cow. So
yeah. I'm just wondering what they do with all those backs.
you can never have enough legs. Guys go down quick in this league, pounding that ball and then in between the tackles. And that's my opinion. I get as many running backs as you possibly can get on the roster that fit and financially fit, and without taking away from other parts of your team. But I think Hardesty's going to be a good pro. He runs hard, catches the ball well. He's a three-down back. I like him a lot. Speaking of running the ball hard, I was really surprised and kind of happy to see the Vikings take Toby Gerhart out of Stanford. I think that kid is just a beast. He played fullback mostly, but he can run the ball. And if he spells AP, their defenses are going to say, "Oh, Peterson's trotting off the field," and then they look over and see him trotting on the field, and they're going to go, "Oh God, this guy can light us up too." So I like that pick. I think all in all, the Vikings, they didn't have the best first couple days in the draft. I don't think you put him in the winner's bracket, but I think the Gerhart pick saves him just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, with Chester Taylor going to Chicago, they needed a third down back to step in and kind of, spell Adrian Peterson. I mean, the concern is, a third down back in the NFL, especially a rookie, has to learn how to block. Blocking is one of the main important ingredients for a third down back to come in. But he's a smart guy. The dude went to Stanford. I'm sure he can pick up things very quickly.
He played fullback in most of his career. I mean, he's a
Right.
fullback by trade, so blocking
Yeah.
should be good for him.
And he's definitely successful on short yardage. He can bang with the best of them for rookies. But I'm glad to see that he got picked up and the race card didn't get the best of him.
The white running back. Anyway, the other team that I wasn't too impressed with was San Diego Chargers. I thought they kind of spent a lot on a little, so to speak. They blew their load, moving up for Ryan Matthews. They did. I mean, they went ahead and just gave everything to get to 12 and get Matthews, who they probably could have got much later in the first round. And then they spent more money, or more picks again, I should say, to get Donald Butler in the third. And, they gave away a lot to get a little. I mean, they didn't maximize. They kind of just spent and came away with what they came away with. At the end of the day, I think they're scratching their head going, what did we do here? We didn't really get a bounty, and we got rid of everything. So
I mean, most important, they had to get that running back, and
True,
that
but at
was the
12,
most important hole. I mean, hey, it must be smoking something in San Diego,
celebrating 420.
and they like it over there.
I hear you. The other move I think that didn't happen was Albert Hainsworth with the Redskins. I know they were trying to get rid of him. I think they were. He doesn't want to play in a 3-4 defense. He doesn't want to play nose tackle, and I think he does. He's going to make it known that he's not happy. And I think that Shanahan was probably secretly shopping him. No team's going to take that contract. No team's going to take that headache. So he didn't move. Shanahan got stuck with him, but their second-round pick is Donovan McNabb, and at the end of the day, you got to look at it that way, and that's solid. But I think that they didn't move Hainsworth hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, and it's funny. Speaking of that second-round pick, that second-round pick for McNabb turned into Nate Allen, a safety out of what was it, Central Florida?
South Florida.
South Florida. Good pickup. He was about the fourth rated safety. And the Eagles also got another defensive end, a project, another Andy Reid draft pick you never even heard of. It gets picked up in the third round, and I mean, yeah, I forget his name. I can't even pronounce it. But speaking of safeties as well, Taylor Mays, a little heated, a little hot in the pants over not getting drafted by his ex-coach.
It's the NFL. It's his business now. It's not college anymore.
He's basically saying that Pete Carroll, gave some misguided information. Was telling him he did everything to go in the first round. He did everything he needed to do to go in the first round. The opportunity for him to get picked up came, and that left with Earl Thomas. It's got to sting when your ex-head coach gives you this one.
He's in the same division, so he'll get a chance to play him twice and really show him what he missed out on. Sometimes that motivation is interesting. I think Singletary will bring out the best in him, so that's a good place for him to land.
And put some fire under his ass and see what he does out there. I mean, that was a good quality pick in where the 49ers got him. Now he's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and this is a deep draft. There's still a lot more good quality players that can be had in the following days to come. So we look forward to watching the draft coming up next couple days. And I'm Steve O, and this is Gail Saunders, and we're here giving you the skinny on the NFL Draft 2010.